As Australia's population grows older at a rapid pace, new research into health, longevity and social connection is reshaping how communities understand and support the ageing process. Joining us today is Tina Hogarth-Clarke from Balwyn Evergreen Centre. It's wonderful to have you with me. What does ageing well truly look like in today's world?
Wow, that's a really, really good question. And there's been a lot of different studies, particularly in Victoria and around the world, around what that might look like. But very simply, it means that you're not only healthy in your body and your mind, but you remain connected and engaged within your community. So if you really want to age well and you really want to live a long life, you need to ensure that you're having those social connections on a daily basis.
Okay, so what does current research reveal about the real secrets to longevity, not the fountain of youth kind of style stuff?
Yes, well, fountain of youth, yes. So there's a lot of information about that. But there was a fantastic study by Holt-Lunstead, and many years ago now, but it still holds current today. And there were the top three predictors of living a long life might surprise everybody out there. And the first one, so the number three was stop smoking. So that bit is a bit obvious, which we would all know is a health concern. Number two is to have close relationships. So that's family, friends, people that you could potentially ask for money if you needed it, that sort of close relationship. But the number one predictor for living a long life was actually social integration. And so they're the social interactions that we have as we move through our day to day. So they're not your close contacts, they're just your, hi, how are you, when you're placing your coffee order, when you're doing your supermarket shopping, when you're going out for a walk and saying hi to your neighbour. So it's those social interactions, those community interactions. If you have enough of those, that is a strong predictor that you will live a long life.
Yeah, okay, so why is ending loneliness perhaps now viewed as a whole community responsibility? I understand there is a bit of a loneliness epidemic going on in terms of our psychological health as well. What have you seen?
Absolutely, and in loneliness happens at any age. But as I'm here to talk about the older population, it is a bit of a scourge at the moment in the older population, and that's due to a whole range of different reasons. People that are normally really active within their community for health reasons, or because their friends have moved away, family have moved away, find themselves socially isolated and progressively get more lonely. So it is a community-wide issue that if we're wanting to have healthy, happy communities, it's all of our responsibilities. So somebody who might be really, really socially active all throughout their life, gets to their 80s and due to health concerns can get isolated within their home, finds it difficult to get out of their home. Their friends have moved away or passed away, their partner or their spouse has passed away, and so they find themselves in a situation that they've never been in before. So that can be a little bit frightening, a little bit confusing, and wondering what you can do. So if we're looking at a community-wide problem, if you know someone who is older that might be in that situation, it might be a friend or it might be a family member, pick up the phone, give them a call, see if they want to pop out for a coffee or just want to have a chat over the phone, or do they need help going shopping? Do they want to just go out for a walk? If it's your neighbour, knock on the door and say hello.
I think that's some very good advice in there, and some practical advice as well. I'm curious if there's anything else you wanted to highlight and how these trends are perhaps changing the national conversation. Is that happening? Are we making moves?
Yeah, I think we are, and I think the techniques are simple for any age group. But certainly when people are getting older, one of the things that does cause social isolation is the onset of dementia, and people are a little bit afraid if they think that maybe their friend or family has dementia. It can get confusing. It can be quite confronting, to reach out to that person and see what they need. But I guess my last message would be, don't be afraid. It's still the same person. They're changing, they're evolving. Loneliness and social isolation is a community problem. Pick up the phone, just reach out, have a coffee. They might be slightly different from what you knew before, but You know, everybody needs friends. It takes a village to have
Yeah.
a strong community.
Yeah, Tina, very well said. And just curious, before I let you go, tell us a bit about Balwyn Evergreen Centre. How are you helping these ideas become something that is actually meaningful and in action, so to speak?
Yeah, so at Balwyn Evergreen, we support older people to live those long, healthy, happy lives, and we do that through social connection. So all of our programs, whether you're coming in for an exercise program or whether you're coming in for our supported lifestyle program, which is our dementia program, a day program, it's all about making sure that older people stay connected and engaged within their community. So that's how we're fighting social isolation and loneliness in our little area in Victoria.
Good on you, Tina, and thank you again for joining us on the program to run me through a little bit about what's happening. I do think you've raised some very important points today.
Thank you.